Hey everybody, thanks for joining. We're picking up here the After Hours Late Night Tacos edition. Z just finished his stream, so we're going to go live here for a little bit. Wait on some food I ordered. I ordered some food here with a new app, so I'm waiting for my food. Apparently the driver texted me, says that they're stuck in a line in the drive-thru, so I'm waiting for my food. So you got to thank COVID for that. Never used to use this before COVID, but now I'm super lazy. And instead of going to the drive-thru that's a block away, I just want it delivered to me. So, all right, going to bring in somebody else here who's with me tonight for a little bit. Bub's Comics.
What's going on, guys? I think
Always
this is my debut on your channel. Is that right? Is this the first time I've been on your channel? Can you hear me?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
No.
You sure? It's working on my end. Lulu. All right, I'll back out and try again.
That's weird. I can't hear you. I can hear you on the YouTube, but not on here for some reason.
Aha! So it's not me. You got it muted. Well, welcome to Weapon X's channel. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can't hear Bubs for...
There you go. When in doubt. All right. Can you hear me now? Still can't hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
All right, cool. So what are we doing?
Just hanging out here.
That sounds like shit. I'll catch you later.
All right, dude.
What you got going on?
Man, like I said, I'm waiting for my food here. I don't know what they're doing with this food, but
what happened to all those books I sent you? Are they all gone? Did you sell every last one of them?
No, they're in the PC. So I mean, you can't really see too well, but no, I'll turn it off here. So I bought some of those stackable.
Oh yeah.
Cabinet things from BCW. So I've been putting those together over here. And yeah, your books are in the bottom one out in the back there. So they're in the back of a box.
That's probably where they belong.
Yeah. So because I had basically like another box. I ordered some stuff and I put everything in one big box I was going to keep in that box. So that box is on the back. Basically, like my PC stuff is going to be on the left side of the room, and then stuff I'm getting rid of is going to be towards me, so I can just reach over and grab it. So your stuff's in the back there. But yeah, they were all good books. Dude, I was surprised. Yeah, there were some books I didn't even know what they were, like those Turtles ones you sent.
Yeah,
I had no idea what those books were. Like, I mean, I saw them, but I didn't know what. I didn't open them yet. But it's like another Turtle Power Rangers books, but I don't know what issues they are. Because I tried to look them up online. I was like, I don't think these are the same books. Like,
yeah, there's some kind of variants or another. They weren't bad books. I felt like of everybody, you got the best value for what you gave and what you got. I thought it was a pretty good one.
Yeah, no, and then there's some books that I needed, or I guess I hadn't got, and you sent them, and that was in that lot. So it's okay, cool. I don't have to go chase these down there. So I was trying to do that Batman Who Laughs run. I was gonna go try and start collecting that, and then I think you sent that with all the variant ones or something.
Yeah,
that you included.
You know, Barbarian Kung Fu still didn't get his box.
No,
he didn't get his box, and the tracking shows delivered. And so he has 2 packages like that right now that the Postal Service says delivered that he didn't get. And they say they left him on his front porch and he didn't get them.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. I'm hoping that somehow they come back here and I can send them back out to him or something, but I don't even remember what he got. I'll have to go back and check, but I don't think it was a lot of books. It certainly wasn't that much cash.
Yeah. Let me bring somebody in here real quick. We got Mr. Agu.
Hey, it's Agu.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. I just catching a little bit of
Long time no see.
long time no see.
Yeah, I wish.
So you got the this is gonna be the Beaner edition tonight. We're gonna
I don't think so.
Hey, with a little bit of sazon.
Yeah, thank you.
Say hello to the chat. Hey Patrick, thanks for stopping by. Craig69, I know you're not here. Kenneth, Agu, Ben Compton. What's up?
Look at Patrick
Porch pirate.
Yeah, he's a porch pirate.
Funny.
Oh man,
that's messed up. He said he had cameras.
He just had to go tinkle. He had to go tinkle. He said.
Oh, he did.
His words.
Okay.
I wonder if it's burning.
Take a couple aspirin and see what happens in the morning.
He didn't say how to take them.
Ooh,
smash him up or what? Snort him up? Or?
Snorting, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that he didn't get his books, man. That's
it sucks. He said he's got cameras and everything, and the postal worker didn't drop them off. He's like, they didn't drop them off. Two packages missing, and say shipped and delivered and everything. I'm like, tell me what I can do, because how do you even get this?
You can do they call it, it's not an insurance claim, but there's a tracking claim you can submit, and they backtrack to make sure, because my friend did that for me. Like, she sent me some stuff that I left when I visited in Boston, and it never got to me, and she's like, it says delivered. It's like, I never got it. And so she did like some kind of claim thing, and they went through and they tracked it somehow, and it took like a month later, but it got delivered to me. Like, they had it, but for some reason it got lost somewhere. I don't know where it went, but yeah. It said delivered, and then she's some kind of tracking claim.
I'll go by the post office tomorrow. I'll holler at him, make sure he didn't get it. Again, like since
just take your tracking number. But I think you have to do it in person. You can't do it online, because I think online you can just do like an insurance or something, or there's something.
I try not to go to my post office in person because they heard me ragging about him on a video, and they don't like me to come in there.
You don't say.
They ask you not to come in.
Yeah. I said, please don't come in. Stay in your car, sir.
Yeah, so what's weird about mine, since I guess I live in the outskirts here, the post office is small. Like, so I was from the city, and the post offices in the city are huge. The one out here is like one postal clerk guy. It's kind of like the TV series. It's like one little guy behind the counter. He's doing everything.
Yeah.
So there's always and it's weird because there's not like a line when you go. It's like very few people, but you go the one like maybe to the other city. It's not that far, maybe 15 minutes away, and there's like a line out the door. Every time I go, it's like a line out the door. But I go to that one because they have more supplies. Like, they have all the boxes at that one, always in stock. The one here only has like a couple of boxes that's it. They don't get all the box sizes that we use. So I go to the other one.
I don't have any luck getting those either. I have a small little post office too. They have 2 clerks. So, hey, twice as big as yours, right?
Yeah.
But hey,
what's up, Mr. Chad?
But they don't they have some of the stocking stuff, but they always tell me just order it online. So that's what I do. So I order all the supplies online. They just ship it to the house.
Yeah. I find that's kind of easy to do as well. Just order it online.
It takes forever though.
It does. Yeah. And then what's at
a time.
And then I don't know
when I go to the post office, that's why I go late at night. There's no lines. There's no one there. And
Craig, you want the link, Craig, or are you working tomorrow? I know you're not here, but sometimes you like just to hang out. Let's see if he answers.
Yeah, they ran out of supplies, and I sent Weapon X a bag. The little bit heavier bag, the one where you put something in the bag and they weigh it. And and I got away with it once, because then they went and they backtracked and they charged me the weight later for another package I sent. But my thing is, you guys put that bag in that $15 or that $8 slot. The $8 slot. They put the bag in there. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is the way they're doing it now to be, environmentally friendly. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Craig.
But no, they go through your USPS account, and so next time you log in and you try to ship something else, they add the owed balance, and you
Oh, that's
have to
Huh.
pay it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
and
know
that's
they
how
did
I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I'll call customer service. Hey, you guys put it in the wrong spot. This is what I thought it was. Nope,
Right.
they just charged it. I was like, oh man, that's how they do it.
Yeah, I just signed up for that pirate ship shipping service today.
Okay.
So I printed
Now,
something out.
Bub, do you sell a lot of books, Bubs?
that. No, not about maybe 4 times a year.
Oh, okay, that's it. All right.
But when I do, I do it.
Instagram.
Hold on, it's a fire sale. Let's get that shit out of here.
Gonna bring
Well, it's
somebody.
Well, because you send your books out quick and they are packed good and shit, so you seem like a person that sells books a lot. You know what I mean?
I've got a whole I order supplies from U.S. Postal Service, and then I just store them in my garage. So I have a whole shipping wall for comics.
Oh, okay.
So I just go in my garage. I pull out all the supplies I need to ship. Gemini mailers and bubble wrap and prepaid boxes, whatever. And then I have them out the next day usually, or by Saturday, whatever the closest Saturday is, so I can.
Well, that's like I have Geminis. What's up, Craig?
What's up?
He's not here.
I know.
I'm not
We
here.
know you're not here, but no, I have Geminis, but that's like I don't have like bubble wrap and all that other shit you guys all stock. Like I know Weapon X and Agu, you guys have like rolls of that shit. I don't have. I just have Geminis.
It was
Office
funny when
Depot.
Hack opened up his box and it was like shaking around and shit, but no one else got a package like that. And
Yeah.
that's because when I took his, it obviously wasn't going to fit in the in these $8 mailer, right? Didn't fit in the legal
Right.
envelope. And it was also kind of odd shaped because it was a big stack and I wanted to still use one of the large Geminis. So that didn't fit either in like one of the flat rate, regular boxes, like the square type boxes. So, and I didn't think to put it in a long flat rate box because I was like, well, how much could it be? It'd be a couple dollars more, no big deal. I get there and it was just in a Tyvek bag, and
Yep.
they were like $30. I said,
Exactly.
"Fuck that."
Yep.
Oh, ain't no fucking way. $30 to ship. They were like, well, he's over in I don't know, land of coffee and suicide.
Zone something.
Yeah, the land of
Zone
coffee
8.
and suicide and serial killers.
Yeah, I forgot about the serial killer. So
Yeah,
if you don't
serial
off
killer.
yourself,
Yeah.
somebody will off you for you. So,
Yeah,
so
hey, you ain't
they were like,
lying.
it's $30 to send anything over there. That's even like an ounce. I was like, that's it. Nope. So I grabbed a flat rate box off the shelf and I didn't have any bubble wrap. So it got thrown in there loose. And he was like, what is this shit, man? What is this shit, man? I don't know what he's doing with this, man. Look at this. Guy needs to learn how to pack, man.
You saw the video. He was like talking shit at first, but then he took it back though. He's like, "Oh, everything was good though."
Yeah.
No, if anything, he should thank you for material.
Yeah.
It gave him something to say. No,
Yeah,
but that's the word I was looking for. Tyvex. So that's what they replaced the bag with it, and I only paid the $15.05 or whatever. And then no, they went back and charged me the additional $9.50, whatever it was.
Man, that sucked.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
weird though. When I sent Agu that statue, that cost me $20 to ship that to him from Pennsylvania.
What was it in though?
In a box, but
You're talking about these, Agu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was. I mean, I'm sure that statue probably maybe didn't weigh more than.
Well, here's the
book.
thing
I don't-
though. Did you ship it priority or
Yeah.
regular mail?
I shipped the priority 2-day.
Shipped a 2-day priority.
It was $20 even. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're in Pennsylvania. That's kind of a real place. They may have more trucks, more fucking
Right.
shit going out to
Right.
the coast. I'm in Kentucky. My shit probably went to Pennsylvania first.
Well,
and then they sent that shit
I'm
over
50 miles from Harrisburg, which is the capital. So they take it down there, and then they.
Why'd you say which is the capital? You think I don't know my fucking geography?
Harrisburg.
What's the capital of Kentucky, you slack-jawed bastard?
Lexington.
Lexington?
Fuck you both.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong again. Both of you wrong. It's Frankfurt,
Right.
bitches.
Lexington.
Whatever.
It
Not
was moved in 1857.
Nobody fucking moved it. It's fucking Frankfurt.
There wasn't here yet.
Fuck Lexington.
No, hey,
we're not
wait,
even a
so
state. We're a
that
commonwealth.
Tyvek
Anyway.
bag is about the same size as that $8 mailer, right? Isn't it about roughly the same size?
Yes. It's a
Yeah,
little.
so that's
little
why I was like,
taller.
oh, they replaced the cardboard Tyvek bag to be conservative or eco-friendly or whatever. No.
No.
Who's the Commonwealth? Pennsylvania, right? Are you saying Lexington? I mean,
No, Kentucky is.
oh, so it's Pennsylvania. We're
Yeah, that's
Commonwealth.
what I'm saying. We're Commonwealth brothers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is that like Eskimo brothers?
No.
You're gonna touch noses
We're
and
not,
rub
we're
or
not
what?
rubbing nothing in the cold.
Here, let me make y'all together. Now you can touch each other's noses.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke, but never mind. I
Pennsylvania
love
Coast
Chad. I love
Eskimo
Chad.
brothers when you
And-
both bang. No, Eskimo brothers when you both bang the same chick.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about
Is that what it is?
Hey, what's up, Craig?
Is
Oh,
that Dan Piercy's Epicurean eye relief?
he's not here.
I don't know who that guy is on your fucking camera, Craig.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. All eyes on you.
I'm not here.
What's
Did you
your
buy
shirt
anything,
say, Chad?
Craig?
What happened?
Did you buy anything today?
Oh, yeah, I got some.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Is that Peach Mahomo?
No,
And
that's
Patrick Wall got it right. It is
Yeah.
Frankfurt.
You win the no prize.
Yep. Exactly.
that's pretty cool cover. I didn't see that one. Where'd you buy that from?
Oh, shit, I don't remember.
Is that Dead Poet Society or what everybody keeps talking about?
Dead Poet Society.
What's it called? Oh, Captain, my Captain. What is that?
The Department of Truth?
Department of Truth. Yeah, that's what I meant.
You didn't read that shit, Bubs?
No. I
Oh
mean,
my
I'm
God,
not.
it's pretty good. It is pretty good,
Yeah, I
man.
like that book.
Hey guys, I have it on good authority that Craig is supplying Department of Truth stories.
Hey, do you have extras of that that last one with Frost and Gray?
No.
Ah, damn.
That's a Tyler Kirkham.
I think I've seen it once. I've never seen it in person, but which I still haven't technically. But
That's
I've
it,
seen
X.
once. That's cool. That's it. Oh, that's all he got.
Yeah, that's all you got since Wednesday.
Yeah, wake up, Weapon X. He's out. He spent his wad.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Well, he spent like fucking $200 on Wednesday.
Hell, he spent $200 in what he just showed today. Probably.
No, I didn't.
You know, next week is a decent. This week's all right. Next week is horrible for me. I'm gonna have to pay out my ass on.
I don't think I have very many books. I gotta look that up right now.
This week's not bad. Next week I have like 25 books I have to pick up.
Oh shit!
That's-
I did get some books, didn't I?
It's over $100. It's over $100. Read comics a week.
I just did a pre-order for November. Spent $20 because it was 35% off.
Oh, there you go.
That's not bad.
Doing that FOC thing at Comics Elite.
What the
Where?
fuck?
That's gonna cut my shit down 35%. I have to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let
I
me
don't
see.
know. I keep saying I have a couple books that just came off this week and next week. So that's the only way. I keep saying I want to drop shit, but I don't ever do it. It just eventually when it's over, that's how I drop shit. But then I keep adding stuff.
Yeah, anytime I drop something, they're always coming out with something new that I want to check
Damn,
out.
Weapon X got the weirdest food delivery just now. Weapon X,
Was it
that
tacos?
food doesn't look good, man. I wouldn't eat that.
Dude, no, the food still hasn't come. They're still in line. They said they're still in the drive-through line.
Oh, I thought it
Are
was
you
that
get
box.
Uber Eats or what?
No, it's some app called Favor. It's like a local thing for the area. So like, I want like Whataburger, but Whataburger won't deliver because it's after 10 or something.
What's a water burger? Is that like even lighter than a veggie burger?
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than that. 0 calories when you eat them.
Damn.
So
Where are you ordering from then?
from Whataburger.
Oh, okay.
But like,
Burger.
so like
What
the app,
a burger is all in one word.
Oh, it's a water burger, like drinking water.
What?
What a burger.
WHAT.
Yeah,
What a burger.
Agu,
What a
when you
burger.
slow down, your accent
What
is
a
even more
burger.
pronounced. Like it has the opposite
What?
effect. You're like,
What?
no, I said water burger.
What? What you
Water-
say?
Water
What you say?
burger.
What did you say to me?
Water burger.
Atara tara tara puricat. I did a tara tara
Probably did.
puricat.
That
so
dirty
I,
bastards around here
it's
somewhere.
kind of like DoorDash. I guess you put the order in, and the driver goes and orders for you, and then brings it in. So instead of the restaurant getting the order, then just sending it out.
I don't know. Like something in
Uber
me
Eats.
tells me that dude is stealing bag fries. Like in my mind, that motherfucker's sitting next to your food, like, well, he won't miss that. I mean, you ever in my lifetime, if I ever ordered a bag of anything, it got pinched before it got to my house. So I would just assume.
You know, here's the other thing that scares me. I had a lot of friends that worked at restaurants when we were in high school, and they tell me shit that they used to do. I'm like, oh fuck. It makes you not want to go to eat at a restaurant. I mean, they're not all like Burger King and shit. Some of these guys worked at like places like Haas's and like Golden Corral and shit like that too.
Wasn't Haas on the TV show?
That's
Bonanza. Bonanza. Yeah.
Bonanza.
I like how you hold Golden Corral in such high esteem over Burger King. I think that's really fun.
Well, it's a little bit better than Burger King.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends what neighborhood you're in. I was in Indianapolis one time, and I went into there was a Golden Corral near me in Kentucky, and it was pretty good. It was clean. Food was always good. And I was like, oh, there's one in Indianapolis. Let's go in there. Holy shit. Like, I swear there were dogs dragging their ass in the rug. Like, it was fucking horrible, man. Like, I don't even want to eat anywhere in the same town as these people. It was bad.
My brother worked at the Golden Corral in our area in high school, and he's like, oh my God. He's like, the fucking kitchen was not clean, dude.
How could you? They're slinging food out so fast.
Well, he said it was just fucking. He's like, you would slide on the floor because there was so much grease, like just from everything's fried.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. He's like when you went in the restaurant, it looked nice out front, but he said, oh yeah, the kitchen was gross.
Oh, good. What'd you get, Weapon X?
That's what I'm looking over. I got 53 books that came in.
What, today?
They've been here for a week. I guess I forgot about it when I was moving.
Oh.
When I was setting up those other boxes, the shipment came in and I put them to the side. And when Bub said that about, did you get books? Like, no. I was like, oh wait a minute, yeah, I got a whole box here.
Yeah.
It was underneath the other boxes.
Yep,
You guys gonna be my LCS now? Somebody start a box for me.
Yeah, I know.
Just keep buying books and then holler at me when my box is full. I have a whole run by the time you're done.
Well, your shop didn't have back issues anyway, right?
Fuck no. Only the shit they couldn't sell.
Yeah.
Buy 30 copies of some fucking Vampirella book to get the taste book, to get the variant book, and then just sit on the shelf collecting dust. Or books that they hid in the back and pretended they didn't have, like the Red Negan one, like the Red Negan book. They thought that
those
was gonna be
fuckers are out there now, aren't they?
Yeah, they thought it was going to be a hot book, so they kept them all in the back. I mean, I'm sure they sold a few, but then when the time came, that's all speculation. I don't know. I'm just tossing shit around again.
I laughed though, and all those people had those vegans.
2 days later, they all showed back up on the rack, and there were like 100 of them where nobody was buying them because once people knew about the gold and the silver, the fucking red tanked, man. Like nobody was buying that shit.
I love it that I go into shops now. They still have stacks of red, stacks of blue. No one's buying that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, no one cares.
I thought about buying one of the blue ones just because I thought it was cool looking.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, when that gold and silver came out, that shit just tanked, man. Everybody, you couldn't get rid of them. Yeah, rough stuff.
Hey, didn't even that one per store tank a little bit too, right?
The silver one, yeah. Yeah, it went down a lot. They were selling those for like $75 a piece, and now they're like, what, 30, 40? So
Yeah, I'm glad. You know what? At first, I was bummed. Like it seemed like everyone had one except for me. But now I'm like, hey, I'm fucking glad I didn't waste the money on those.
The story wasn't that good either. It was okay.
All right, yeah. Did you get one, Agu?
No.
No.
I
got
saw
one.
it. I was like, I'm good.
He wanted 75 for it, and I was like, eh. I
hell
thought if he
no.
would have said 40, I probably would have bought it that day. But now I'm glad I didn't.
There it is.
There you go,
Oh,
Craig.
man.
That's a scumbag red edition.
Nice.
Oh, and he's got
Wow.
blue.
They
He's
should have
got
made the blood on his face blue also. That would have matched better. Is that silver? Or you have to tell us.
Is that silver or bronze?
It's on the back.
Silver. And I traded my gold to Jay Blitz for this.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, because he was hard. He was getting hard off that gold, you know, Craig. So
Yep.
I don't.
I got the deal on that one.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it works.
Okay.
Sometimes it's in your favor. Sometimes it's not.
Right. And I think sometimes you remember the not more.
Yeah.
Those sting a little bit more for some reason.
Yeah, Ben Compton, you passed on that shit too, because usually you always get those books, man. Like you get whatever like the hot book is. I was bummed because everyone had them except for me, and I was like, damn.
Oh man, I think next week is a heavy week for me. I just started writing down some of the titles.
You got that heavy flow next week, Chad. Do you have anything in
shit.
your bag for him?
Yeah, you want me to send you some plugs?
Fucking plug. I got some waterproof band-aids for you, Agu. You'll make it.
Why? How many do you have?
Oh, I'm still going through the list. I have
Let's see what I have next week. I don't think mine's not too bad.
But
I'm
the
really
color-
trying to keep my shit to like
uh-oh.
wow, one week a month. My list is crazy though.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get any Thor Weapon X? You should have picked up some of that Thor. It was hot a month ago when you got that box.
I know, right? This box is barely coming in.
Oh my god!
All right,
Wait,
here.
is this the way that Kevin buys his books? He just buys 24 A covers. And then,
And then I'm the guy that buys the other ones.
yeah. I hope you left 5 on the shelf so he could buy them back at wholesale.
So that store can make a profit.
Yeah.
And that's like I'm not fucking gonna log myself down with all those books. I mean,
Well, there's got to be some diminished return when you're working that hard to make, $13.
Yeah.
I mean, he does get these variants and shit at good prices, but that's just like a lot of work. Fuck.
Yeah, that is a lot of work. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
'cause
if he's out and about,
Yeah.
It's still just a variant. Like it's not. I don't know. Like you guys see what I do with a box of variants.
Right,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess he digs it. He likes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a hobby. So
Exactly. Yeah, as long as he's happy, I'm happy.
yeah. What do you have, Agu, for next week?
Oh, I'm still writing. Hold on.
I have. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget
4,
Scumbag.
7.
Is it next week?
Yup.
I have 14, but I have a question. Do you know this? There's a Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn 1.
Yup. I got all 3 covers.
All right. Now, I never read White Knight. Do I have to have read that to understand what's going on?
So I could tell you that it's an Elseworlds tale, and book 1, it's like Joker's the good guy. So think about that. Joker's the good guy now. What how does
Well,
that
it says here, it says Joker's dead, Bruce Wayne is behind bars, and Gotham City is trying to redefine itself.
Yeah, so and Joker's the good guy in part 1. Batman is the bad guy, or how do you say, responsible for a lot of Gotham damage, right? So that's the second series. And then I did not know he was in jail. So I guess that's the preview. Hey, he's in jail. But I'm sure they're going to say, hey, how he ended up in jail. So they'll give you a recap. But then again, it's been a little bit. I'm trying to remember if he would have ended up in jail. But it's a good story. Yeah, because you know how superheroes always win and stuff. Yeah, not so much.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Um,
I should buy that then. I don't know. I mean,
Do you not read online at all, Chad, or any
no, I don't read. I don't like digital.
Okay.
I mean, the other week though, I was waiting for Mercy. I had two issues of Mercy. Like I had 5 and 6, but I needed 4, and I still haven't gotten it yet. So I did read that online just so I could finish the story because I had the other 2 books. But
Right.
that's the only time I don't really read online at all.
15 books.
I think I have like 15 or 16 too.
Damn, times 4.
What do you? Wait, you guys aren't paying full price, are you?
Minus
I
10%.
I get 10%. Yeah.
Why aren't you pre-ordering these?
Yeah.
books? I don't
I have a
understand.
full box at my LCS.
You could still do.
Why do you have a pull box at your LCS when you
Yeah.
can pre-order and save 35%?
Yeah. That's where all
Don't they
these are
get
coming
for
from.
shipping?
I know. Here's the problem though. I think the whole
for
thing
shipping.
is
Let me show you how this works.
I know. I
Here,
like to go to the LCS, so I think that's it's a whole thing I like to do. I don't know.
I like
with
getting my
that. You'll
stuff on
still go to the
Tuesday.
SDS because you won't remember every book or think of every book
Right.
that you want.
I think shipping's the price of 2 books.
Yeah, or less. Hell, you
Yeah.
can go to
Am I gonna get my
mycomicshop.com and get your shipping for
Wednesday,
$5.
Friday, Saturday. When am I gonna get these?
I think
books?
mine's 7.
You get them like 5. You get them like they just updated. So before COVID, it was a little different, but now you get your books like Friday, sometimes Thursday. They ship them out Tuesday, like late Tuesday. They ship out.
I guess that is big savings, though, isn't it? Jesus.
Hell yeah, 35%. Holy shit, man, that's a lot of money difference. And you can pick whatever cover you want, and you can have it all. And they even have a place you can go to. It tells you all the number ones that are coming out. So if there's a series that
where
I order, I'll do it right here for y'all real quick if you want me to share my screen.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, you heard Kevin. It's like $2.60 an issue.
Yeah, but you still go to the LCS, Craig. You do that too, though?
Right. That's the odd stuff that I miss.
Right, exactly. So are you
Or
guys?
if I want to
You
get
miss
a
a lot
rage
of
quit.
odd shit then, Craig, because you buy a lot of shit at the LCS a week, too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's make this a little bigger so you guys can see that. All right, so you guys see what's going on, right? So this is mycomicshop.com. I go to pre-orders, which they moved. So give me a second.
bottom?
Yeah,
Left?
pre-orders 35% off. Right, it loads up. All right, then I go to October catalog. Right, so this is the current catalog of books. So, I mean, what is it you're looking for? Say just Batman, right?
Sure.
So like Agu only cares about Batman. So I just type Batman in,
Mm-hmm.
and here's all the books. We got Batgirl Omnibus, Batman cover A, George Jimenez 104. And you see that red?
Uh-huh.
That is the price you pay. So here
okay.
is the cover price on the left. And then, can you see my pointer or no?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
see
see
your
it.
pointy thingy.
So there's cover price, and then there's the price you pay for pre-ordering it. And you just add it to your cart like that.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's in your cart. And it'll tell you up here in the corner what you have so far. That you just added that to your cart, and it'll keep a tally as you go.
Hey, what's the price for a 1 in 25?
Yeah.
You don't get store variants like that. That's why you still got to go to the store.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But like here's one, cover B, number 104. And so you'll be like, well, why is it $324? Because it's higher. You know, it's a $5 cover price.
Right.
But you're still getting a 35% off.
Mm-hmm.
So you can order that one. So you put that in your box. And then it shows you the covers most of the time. Now, as you get closer, they'll show you more covers,
Mhm.
available. There's a J. Scott Campbell Wonder Woman. I mean, you already know that. There's a Batman cover C, J. Scott Campbell Wonder Woman, 1984 card stack. You know that book's going to be hot, right? Because there's a bunch of scumbag who aren't here that are going to want that J. Scott Campbell shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that cover image is already out if you want to go to jscottcampbell.com.
Right. You can go to J Scott, and sometimes you go to previews and they'll have it there, or just search. Like I'll search J. Scott Campbell Wonder Woman 1984 card. Like I'll just copy that and search it. And a lot of times you can get the cover image if they don't have it here yet. But
Yeah.
there's all a bunch of Batman books. There's Batman and Robin's Boy Wonder trade paperback. But still, you can get a trade paperback for $7 instead of $10. That's a big difference. You know, you're covering.
Yeah, especially if you're buying like 20 some books. Yeah, it's a big.
So, like, here's a number one Batman Black and White, cover A, Greg Capullo. You get it for $3.89. And these are all near mint. $3.89, $5.99. Comes with bag and board. Every book.
Okay.
It's like, you're like, what do you know, by the time you add all that shit up, you're saving big time. What is that? A Peach My Homo variant? Look,
Yeah.
I guarantee you this book right here. Can you see that tab, or did it not open up? Probably didn't show.
No, I didn't open up on our end.
So I guarantee you this book right here is going to be a $15 book the day that comes out, because it's a cover C. So it's, one step off cover A, cover B, right? It's cover C. It's a hot artist, even if they suck ass. James Tinian's on it. I mean, what more can you ask for? It's a number one, right? It's a big deal book, and it's coming out right before Christmas. So everybody's going to be hot in this book. You can get it for $3.89, or you can hope that the shop put it in your pull list. Everybody has different relationships with their shops. I don't need to get into mine. So, so anyway, that's the idea. You get that. And then you can just go over here and be like, no, fuck that. Because what if there's a book coming out that I don't know about? So I go to first issues, and it tells you everything that's a number one that's coming out. And it goes, you can sort it by order form, and it does it in publisher groups. So and then it moves on to the next publisher. Like you'll get to DC. Here's DC starting. So there's Batman, Black and White, more Batman shit. All these number ones, right?
Yeah.
I guess this one's just alphabetical. So there's Bell, right? If you're into that shit, Berserk.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that Aliens that you passed up ahead at the top.
You pre-ordered that one?
Because there's two different covers. There's like a direct cover, then like some other store cover.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
These the omnibus.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that omnibus savings for real. $125 sticker price on that. You're going to get it for $87.50.
How do they price shipping after you spend a certain amount, or by book?
No, shipping is either a flat $5 for everything you buy, and you can have it shipped out once a week, or you can have them ship them out twice a month, so basically every other week, or you can have them ship them out once a month and get all your books shipped for the whole month for $5.
Oh, wow.
And they all just come at once in a big giant fucking box.
So so for them to hold them for a week or two is not out of the question.
It doesn't cost anything. It's totally free.
It's like a box.
In fact, it saves you money because you're not paying for shipping 4 times a month.
Yeah.
You're only paying shipping once a month. Yep.
Right.
And then they send them.
Hold on.
And they're real.
Bubs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got the alert. Look. Oh.
I can't see it.
Well, it says they're en route now. They're barely en route from my food.
Oh, congratulations, man.
And I ordered that like at 11:40.
Oh my God. You're gonna go hungry, dude.
Hopefully the guy didn't stop to jerk off.
You wanted some gravy with your tenders, sir?
Yeah. You want some gravy fries? Here you go, Weapon X.
Damn. And then like the other thing you can do is, let's say you missed last week, right? Or last month, because you have until I think like the 28th or something of each month to place your order for that month. Of course, these are books coming out November, December, right?
Yep.
So let's say you go back and you're like, oh, I missed that. So you can go to September's catalog and you don't get 35% off anymore. I think now you get like 25% or 15%, but it's a lower percentage, but it's still not cover price.
Still buy them, yeah.
And you can still add them to your list. And then let's say you're done with all that and you're like, you know what? I don't want to have to look through all this every time because, fuck them. I'd rather just go to my pull list because they know they pick every Batman book for me all the time, which we all know doesn't happen all the time, not in most shops, right?
Yeah.
So then you go to standing order generator, and then you tell them anything that includes, any comics that include these words, Batman, pull for me. And it automatically pulls them. And then you have a chance before they ship them to say that I don't want this book. So, I mean, there's not much more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like when you go to the LCS, how much time do you spend there?
Oh, dude, I'm there to hang out.
Yeah, I mean,
bagging and boarding.
No, when I go, I'm there for like at least over an hour at least every time.
Yeah.
Like I walk around, I talk to them, I'm looking at shit. Like,
yeah,
I guess it's the whole experience. I don't know.
Yeah, but that won't change.
Yeah.
The fact that you're spending, how much is that experience worth to you? First of all, that experience is free. When you can still walk in there and spend an hour yakking your ass off with these guys because it's not like you're not reading the books. You know what the hell's going on, right?
But the thing is, if I start buying all my books online, I won't get my discount there anymore.
You won't buy all your books online. You're going to buy all the books that you know that you're going to buy. So basically your pull list. But when you have books in your pull list, don't you still walk around the shop and see what else is there?
I would only grab a couple here and there.
So that's what you'd be at. You'd be at now, you stand around, you walk, you talk to everybody, and then you grab a couple of books and you check out. So you're still a customer. And again, the experience of walking around the shop is free unless you think you can't do it, to which you're willing to spend 35% of your annual comic budget for the privilege of walking around the shop like you're a big shot. Like that's, like, hey, I got a big pull here, so I'm a big customer. I can talk to you for an hour. Meanwhile, the guy next to you buying fucking gaming dice has been talking for 2 hours. And he's with the fuckers.
Yeah, he's banking all his money. Yeah,
Whataburger.
Gaming dice.
I mean, 35% of your comic budget, really? That's what the shop experience is worth to you?
Well, yeah, especially too because I'm bitching about what I spend, and right there, I mean, that would really
make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Make a huge difference. Yeah. You could take the difference in on speculation. So here's a book I think is going to be hot. First of all, you're guaranteed to get it. Not like when you go to the shop and they're like, oh, yeah, Batman 89. Oh, was that a key book? We don't know. We got shorted from Diamond. You never get shorted from Diamond.
Right.
And the books always come in perfect condition, bagged and boarded. So, I mean, what more could you ask for? And they're coming 35% off. You get exactly what you want. You can take that money difference, reinvest it in doubles, and have something to sell if you think it's going to be.
Have you ever got like a thing where saying you can't get that book, or do you always get it?
I've never had a problem on pre-orders. I've got every book. The only book I didn't get, the only books I've ever not got are books where the release timetable changed, or like a relationship fell through with a publisher on some of the indie books. Right. And so they didn't end up getting them. Because like those indie books, they only go to print when like Diamond says, now go ahead and print them, because they don't have enough, but they're not going to sell them yet for another month. So when shit like that happens, then you don't get your book. But remember, you already pay for this. You pay for it when you check out. So like all those books I put in my cart, I click checkout, I pay today. And then when they're ready, they ship and I don't pay again. They just show up. So I pay now, I pay for the shipping, everything up front. And then it just shows up. So, and then when a book doesn't show up, I have a credit on my account and I can call them and say, hey, I give up on this book. Like I've had books that didn't get published for 2-3 months. I'm like, I give up on that book. Just give me the credit. So what I paid for it, they give me a credit on my account and I can use it on the next order or whatever else I want.
What did you say? Did you say you get your books on Friday now? Like if you do a weekly, if you get them shipped weekly?
Yeah.
You get them? Okay.
I get them Friday.
Which isn't bad. You know what I mean? It's only 2 days.
Sometimes I get them Thursday.
But like you said, but then you're guaranteed, like kind of like with me with mine, I don't have to go fight the people at the store. I can wait till Saturday at my shop with the full box I have with them. Because I was telling them, Bubs, mine has some kind of web thing called Comic Hub. It's the same thing. You can pre-order books online and they'll tell you, hey, your books are here like Tuesday night. I'll get like a list of all the books in my box waiting. And then I could just pay. and then they pretty much wait till I pick them up. So then I don't have to rush in Wednesday or Thursday
Right.
to fight the crowds. I could just go Saturday, take my time. My book's already there and paid for, and it shows me online. Here's your books, like, so I don't have to worry, about fighting people for all that stuff. Because I think that's the problem you're saying. Like, if you pull the pull box you have, you don't know what's really in there because you're taking their word for it.
Here's the thing too. I get those previews catalogs, but I don't ever like pre-order shit like I should probably. Like when something's new coming out, it's hot, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I need that. Like, and I just try to pick it up. But see, at least I can call at my shop. I can give them they do like a Facebook video before they open. So then I usually call. They're like, you're the first person that calls, and I say, put this back, that back, that back. And they'll do that for me, but you're right. I'm not getting that discount of 35% though.
Yeah, if you're happy with what you got, then that's fine. But if you're going to tell me that, you got too many books on your pull and you're sick of it, and every time you go, there's at least some number of the books that you're like, why did I even put this on my fucking pull? Like, why do I even have this book? I need to cut down. And I'm saying, don't cut down, just pay less, and you can keep all the books in your pull list and save money.
I saw this week she gave me a hell of a deal. I don't know. It was more than 10% she gave me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's so fucked up that sometimes it's like better deals than other days. I don't know, man.
Yeah. And that could be, or sometimes the books come out at different prices, I think, than I'm expecting. Like, I think it's going to be a $5 or $6 book, and it turns out to be a $3.99 book. I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. I'll take that,
Yeah.
And then the opposite happens. You get a $10 book. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? $10,
Hey.
But at least now, like, I get excited when they're bigger books like that, because when it's a $10 book, I'm getting it for $7. Like, everybody who got that book on Wednesday paid $10.
Oh, I was so pissed the other week when I went up and got that Spider-Man $8.50 was $10. And then this week came out what was that? One? 51, and that was still $6 book, $7 book. Yeah, I'm like,
because it was the Alex Ross timeless variant.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. But I'm telling you, it's nice because I do that, and I already know everything that I'm going to get. Like, I've already paid for it, so the book shows up, and I didn't pay anything. Like, I don't feel like I paid anything. The book just shows up. And then the other nice thing is that when you're on there, you can, like, they have a bunch of back issues on there. They're like one of the largest back issue shops, in the country. That my comic shop, they have pretty much everything. Golden Age, silver, it doesn't matter. Keys, whatever you want. And you can pick out, like, I pick out all the back issues that I want, and I just add it to the cart, and I buy it when it's on sale. So they'll do like a 20% off or a 25% off. Say they'll do like a 20% off all DC titles from A to L, right? They'll do that sometimes. So half the DC library is 20% off. So I go ahead and buy it right then. I pay for it right then, but then I don't have them ship it to me. And then there's a checkout option where I say, just put that in my box, just like a scumbag auction. Put it in my box. So I pay the discounted price. They put it in my box, and they ship it with my pre-orders. And I don't pay anything extra for shipping. So I can pick out all the back issue books I want, dump them into that box, and pay one shipping, and it just shows up.
Now, do you read all your ship ups? Do you read all your stuff?
No, because it comes so hard and fast. Because I usually do the once a month on the pre-orders. I do once a month. So that means I got a box this big with books.
Exactly.
It takes me a while to read them. But that's up to me because I don't really care about keeping that hard on the story. I got too much other shit going on. I have
you don't file the shit away though? Like,
yeah, I file it away. I keep it. And then
I usually though, like what you read and what you didn't read though. See, because I'm like,
I just remember
I have to read all my shit before I get my books for the following week.
No, what I do is I wait until a story arc is finished and then I read it.
Okay.
So usually it's about 6 books. I don't even read it at all. Like, I'm pre-ordering it. I get the first 6 books and then I start reading it. And if I like
it's
it,
like you got a trade.
Yeah, it's like a trade. Yeah. If I like it, I read it all. Like, I read it. I open the first one. Huh?
Hey, Bubs, do you keep away from like, hey guys, we just read this book. Hey, this is what we thought.
Yeah, you hear people talking all the time. Like,
well, it's like
Don't pay
honestly,
attention.
the books that you know who's going to talk about that. So like if there was a really key book that I was all over reading, then I probably would try and avoid either the chat, or that's a book that maybe when I go to the shop, I buy that book. Sometimes I buy a book at the shop, obviously not these days, but sometimes I buy a book at the shop that I already know is coming at the end of the month. But I'm so excited to read it, I want to read it on Wednesday anyway. But who cares? That was a $4 purchase. I saved $250 last month pre-ordering. So I bought 2 copies of the same book that I was excited to read. So what? Not a big deal. So, and then remember that one of those weeks, right? Because I'm having them come every month. You can have them come every week. But one of those weeks, I'm caught up. Like, the last week of the month, it came, just 2 days after Wednesday. So I'm good, And I even sometimes I'll pay for the priority shipping too, because I want it real bad. Like you can change it, like, I want to pay priority shipping. So I pay the difference and they're real cheap on their priority.
But
I
you eventually read them. You do
Huh?
eventually read them though, right? You eventually read the stories.
Yeah. Usually. Sometimes, what happens is with my method, I'll pick up 6 books, read the first 2 and say, this is dog shit. So then I don't read the other 4, I just dump the whole lot and sell them all together.
That is one nice thing when you are reading them current, because you're like bounty hunters. I'm like, fuck this book. I'm done with it.
But then what do you do when that's on your pull? It's the same problem. How many people are like, I don't like this book, but it's already on my pull. And I hate to tell them I don't want that book when they pulled it for me.
Well, I didn't tell them. And you know what? I still had to take one last issue. And you know what? Here's the problem. The last issue I read was probably the best issue. And I'm like, now I just got rid of this shit. Now I want to kind of keep it up. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that happens to me too. But it's nice, especially for the number one, like the Marvel and DC number ones, because those always sell out at that shitty ass shop, man. They're always gone. And they hype them too. They're big hype. It's a big hype shop. So like they're real flashy on their Facebook sales, and it's you got to get this book. This is a hot book. I'm like, is that really a hot book? I don't know, but it doesn't matter because when I get to the shop, they'll all be sold out because people bought in.
Well, so. I was saying the hack, like honestly, my shop when I walked in when they were selling that Department of Truth, everyone, I was in 2 shops that day. I was in one in State College, Pennsylvania. And he was telling everybody that walked in, have you read this? Have you read this? You need to buy this. You need to buy it. They were really pushing it. And then I went to my shop and they were pushing it too. And I'm like, I read it. I bought it and I read it. I thought it was good, but I'm like, I've never seen them push a comic like that before.
Yeah.
Like they were really pushing that shit.
Yeah. Some shops do it more than others. Like this shop that I used to go to, they push a lot of books. They push them hard, man. They're hustlers. They're hard time comic hustlers, So, what are you gonna do? But I'm telling you that's the cheapest way to buy your books, to get it, to get it to you, to save on your pull list while still getting all the books that you want. I mean, it's the cheapest way to do it. The hardest thing is not being able to read the book on Wednesday and participate in all the Wednesday, did you read this chats? And that's why I asked you, Chad, if you read online, because that also eliminates that. Because if you're willing to read a book online so that you can be part of the conversation, that's an awful quick way to do it.
I'm still one of those old school, need to have a book in my hand. Like,
well, if you're trying to read it on a phone, you'll hate it.
Yeah. And that's why I would read it. That's why I read that book out on my phone. I'm like,
I tell everybody, if you even think that you might want to try, go to your local pawn shop and find a 10-inch tablet. Yeah. It doesn't matter what the brand is. You should be able to find one for under $50. A 10-inch tablet, the oldest, shittiest one they got, doesn't matter. As long as it holds a damn charge, you're good.
Right.
And then read them on that. And as long as you have like that 10-inch format, like it's super easy to read. It's about the size of a comic book.
Right. Yeah.
So it really works out well. I can't read them on a phone. I can't really read them on a computer screen. It's just awkward. But when I'm sitting there in my car, I keep the tablet in my car. And just whenever I go to lunch, I just pop it open, check out what the new book is. for the day, read it, and enjoy
Yeah.
yourself. And the battery lasts like 4 months because all you're
Right.
doing is looking at a damn webpage. You know?
Yeah, looking at fucking
Yeah.
comic. Yeah.
Doesn't take nothing. Yeah, I have all the notifications turned off on it, so there's no disturbing me either. So like my phone still has its notifications, but the tablet is like on airplane mode, dead silent, nothing comes through. And that way I don't get fucking, Chad Fisher showing room tour on Instagram. Like, fuck that motherfucker. I'm in the middle of Canto. He can suck a dick, So I don't get any of that shit popping up, 15, 20. Yeah. It's
What's
crazy.
he looking for? Patrick Wall's looking for. I need number 2 and number 3 of something's killing the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have any extras. I do have a couple variants, but I'm keeping them. I'm not getting rid of them.
Yeah.
My shop, how those old man, they're all bought up. How is that? How your shop is with those books? They don't have any of them.
Which one?
Something killing the children.
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't been in my shop.
Do you read that, Bubs, or not?
Nah. The indie books, I watch too much YouTube to get into indie books because you pick up those indie books. Everyone, this is the most on fire book ever. Everyone's got to read it. Oh my God, it's like a little girl's book club or some shit. Everybody's got to read this book. And then next week, there's a new book everyone's got to read.
Well, like I said, that's the bad thing.
Issue number 2
there's a
of the
fucking
first
new
book.
number 1 every week. You're buying a new number 1 every week.
Yeah, and then by the week 3, everyone's like, "Yeah, that book didn't turn out so good. I quit reading it." You're like, okay. So now I got to give up on the story because everybody else did, and then read another book that everyone else said you got to read.
I do love indies though. I love them.
Oh, I mean, there's good storytelling. There's in some cases good art, not usually for me, not in the style I like. It always looks kind of rushed and cheap, but the stories can be really good.
Do you guys read The Flash or not?
Like the ongoing Flash series?
Yeah, the new Flash. I just noticed today, they started a new story arc, and I read it, and the art's like, they must have a different artist on here. It's like, it's all different now.
Oh, yeah.
The art was, yeah. It was. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I could tell it wasn't the same artist that has been writing it. Yeah. So I wonder if he left when the author left.
Could have been. That was one of the top. That's one of the longest runs on any book. That guy that was doing it before that, I forgot who it was, but he'd been doing that book forever. Which there's things to be said for that. There's nothing wrong with that. I like a nice long run on a book, for the author and the writer. It's different. It's different for me because I like them to be shorter. Like I like a nice 6-issue run of a writing and an art team. That way, it's all contained. Like I really hate when a story goes past and then they change artists, but the writer's still on there. That pisses me off because I like it when they come on and leave together. Because then I'm invested in the story. It hasn't ended yet, but all of a sudden the art went from here to fucking boom. It's like, damn, dog shit.
I hate when they do that because there's like, you go through issues 1 through 4, it's the same team, just like you said. Yeah. Then on issue 5, they include 2 or 3 different artists they're trying to introduce in the middle of the book. And then they go back to the regular one. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like,
why does this look so bad? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, they're no bueno. I was like, dude, they're no bueno. Get them out.
Yeah. Like Patrick's like, but that book's different. They're all different. They're all different. Every week there's a book that's different. I just and then I wait over time. And when people start picking up the volume 2s, that's when I start paying attention. Like Canto. Everybody said I had to read Canto last time it came out. Canto. And I was like, whatever. I'll check it later. Never read it. And now Canto 2 is out. And I think there was like a one-shot in between there.
Yeah.
I'm like, Canto 2 is out and everyone's still reading it. And I'm like, okay, you guys are in volume 2 already. Now I'm interested. So I went back and read volume 1. I'm like, I think there's 6 books and I've read the first 4 and it's freaking awesome.
Oh, you like Kanto? Okay, I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna
I think
shit on
it's
it. I
great.
thought you were gonna shit on it, Bubs.
No, I thought it was great. I can't wait to read the next two. I just keep forgetting to fire up the tablet and read the other two. And I'm reading those digital. And then I'm going to go back and buy a first edition of number 1 to commemorate how much I enjoyed the story. If it's good. If it's good all the way through, if I finish through number 6 and I'm like, wow, that was a great little series, then I'm going to go buy a number 1 to reward myself. You know.
Well, you know, I bought Kanto from Agu. He sold it in his auction, and no one bid on it, and I bought it for $6.
Wow, number 1 or the whole thing or what?
The whole first run.
Damn.
For $6.
That's a good deal. Are you looking to get rid of it? I'll buy it back from you.
$4.
No, the number 1 wasn't a first print. That was a second print.
Second print.
Okay.
But everything else was first print, right? I think.
Yeah.
But it was good. But see, then it kind of jumped off after that, after you sold it. I mean, it did jump off a little bit after you sold it. It wasn't.
It did.
Right
Like, I remember it was supposed to heat up. And then I was like, and that's one of the things I said. I was like, hey, get this, you know, whatever.
That was Agu's first auction. No one wanted to buy from him because they didn't know who he was in the auction game.
You blame him?
No. So I'm like, hell, I'll fucking buy that for $6.
Dude, I always pay right away. I ship the same moment. Like, even Bub's like, dude, you already shipped? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I bought it from you.
I was like, because when I buy, and I hate when people say, oh,
me
Tuesday,
too.
Oh, Wednesday, oh, whatever.
I ship in 48 hours. No excuses.
2022.
48 hours drives me crazy.
And to me, the post office is not that far. And I'm thinking of where people live. I'm like, okay, at my old town, the post office was either 4 or 6 miles away. Right now, it's like a mile away, like maybe 2. So it's not very hard to get to a post office. Or like people say, hey, dude, schedule a pickup with a mouse click. You know, you could do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I'd rather put it in the facility. I know it's there. It's safe. You know, they'll get it.
Yeah.
Hey, Fap, you love Kanto. You know it.
It's a nice, lighthearted story. You know, if you're somebody, I don't enjoy villain books. So, like, I'm not reading Three Jokers. I don't read Venom. I don't read really any villain books. I like heroes with heart and, you know, good-natured heroes. That's
you
super
like fantasy stories too, or not?
Yeah, I don't care what it is, as long as the hero is an actual good person and not like an asshole forced to be good once. You know.
I like that. I read that Wind. It's Wind. That's by James Tinian too. And I heard a lot of people shit on that. They didn't like it. I like it. I don't know. That's out. That's the current run right now.
Wind?
Yeah, Wind. WYND is how they spell it.
Oh, I hate spelling. That's like fucking spelling Agu rhythm with, you know.
I still don't know how to spell rhythm.
Trust me. You're in good company around here, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell rhythm.
Yeah. Supposedly, you've got it right.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I just read a new book this week too that was pretty good. We Live. Did you hear about that, Bubs? We Live.
That's supposed to be a good one too.
I'm not.
Yeah, this was. I read this. This was pretty damn good.
That was an Aftershock, wasn't it?
Yep.
How was it?
I thought it was good. But see,
I mean, indies have good stories. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But with no continuity, there's no rush.
Now it's a mini though. It's only a couple books. I mean, it's only.
But do I have to read it now, or can I just read it in a year?
Probably
like it's not going to make a difference to me.
No, it's not.
Well, the difference is if I read it now, I got to pay cover price. If I read it in a year, pull out of a dollar.
To buy an Andy Griffin #1 in 2 weeks. I've never bought an Andy Griffin ever. I read one. I saw the show. Never read a comic though.
Yeah, it's free on TV.
I didn't even know they made a comic. Did you guys? An Andy Griffin comic?
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe a Dell.
Yeah.
Maybe some Dell books. I mean, I've got some old books. I've got some Get Smart. Did you guys ever watch that? Are you old enough for that, Chad?
Oh, that was an awesome show.
Older than you, Bubs. Remember?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're as cultured.
Yeah, I'm 43. Get Smart. I've seen Get Smart. Yeah.
Get Smart. I've got some Bewitched books. I've got some Mr. Red.
Yeah.
I got Mr. Red #1. Actually, I have Mr. Red's. I actually had Mr. Red's first appearance.
What?
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
No, Mr. Ed. You know who Mr. Ed is?
Yeah, horse of a horse, of course. Horse the horse.
I have his first appearance from before he had a TV show. So he was.
Is it a bottle of Elmer's glue?
No. Suck ass. See if I can find this damn thing.
Missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much. Would you? I have the whole army with me. No, you don't. Would you believe a police officer with one pistol?
So this is from 1937. It was before, obviously, the show came out. Didn't even have TV then. So this is Days of Radio. So this is a magazine. It's called Liberty. It's 5 cents. And it has all these stories in it. It's very old, so I have to be real careful with it. Look at that. Captain smoking a Lucky Strike. Isn't that cool shit? I love shit like that. Nothing like old magazines. And this is old. So part of it is a story by Walter Brooks called The Talking Horse. And so there's the first appearance of Mr. Red right there. And he tells the story. And then there, let's see if I can get it for you without fucking losing it. So there is more like illustration of Mr. Red winning the prize or whatever, you know, the Talking Horse prize and shit.
What you said? It was 37.
1937, September 18th, 1937.
Couple more years.
Anyway,
It'll be 100
first
years
appearance
old.
of Mr. Red. And a nice Good Girl cover, too. That art. Check that out. Yeah.
Do you ever look up a value on that book?
No.
It's a
I mean,
magazine
it
format.
doesn't really.
Yeah.
That magazine or whatever?
My guess is it doesn't come up very often for sale.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm assuming.
So I just kind of.
It looks like it's in pretty decent shape, though.
It's not in bad shape. It could be in better shape, but, you know, it is what it is. It's an old ass book. That's what it is.
Pat said, how much did you buy that for, Bubs? Do you know?
I don't remember. I've had it for a while. I know that there was a better copy available. There were 2 copies available, and I got the way downgraded copy because the better one was like 3 times the price. It was like,
really?
I want to say I paid like $50 for it or something, and the better one was like $150. So, but you know, I like shit like that. You know, so there's a first appearance, illustrated first appearance, right, of a character from my youth that I enjoyed, you know.
Now, were they saying, like, was this at an auction or what?
No, I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
I looked it up, and then I had to hunt down the magazine that it came from, which was not easy. It took a while to find.
Sure, yeah.
Available. I got another one that I did that with, and it's, so you guys know, like the Comic Code of Authority, right? All right, I lost everybody. Everybody fell asleep.
Comic Book Authority, yes.
Yeah, so the code.
The code, yes.
You guys know the author of the book that started the code?
The author of the book that started the code.
Like Dr. Wortham?
Nope.
All right, so back in the day, right? Back in the 50s, there was this doctor who said that comic books were corrupting the youth, right?
The youths.
The youths. So he was he was convinced of it. And in fact, his actual research is so wrong and so fraught with inaccuracies that they use him as an example of how not to do proper research these days. So his name comes up in psychology classes about how you should not, you know, do what he did. But anyway, through his shitty research, he came up with the conclusion that comic books were causing malicious thoughts and bad behavior in children,
Right.
because of how dangerous these comics were. So anyway, long story short, he wrote this book called The Seduction of the Innocent. And in this book, he outlined all the ways that comics were evil. And that's what led to the Comic Code of Authority, is that he spoke in front of Congress about this book and told everybody how evil comics were. And that's what led to the Comics Code of Authority, okay, back in 1954. So before that book was published, which was a very famous book, and trying to get a first print of that book with the bibliography is a big deal. That's an expensive book. Of course, any book from the 50s. So
Right.
before that book was published, it was first, like in a soft way, introduced to housewives, trying to convince their kids, trying to convince mothers to not buy comics for their kids. And so I hunted down the magazine that was originally printed in, which was before it was printed in his book even. So he published some of his findings in a magazine, kind of an essay, if you will. And then later, in fact, the first page of the main book that people are often after will reference this magazine and say some portions of this book were originally printed in the magazine. And so I have that magazine. So that was a hard thing to hunt down because you had to know the history, you had to look for it, and you had to get a good copy of it. So this is the book that came out. It's Ladies Home Journal, November 1953, 35-cent cover price. Look how big this thing is. It's freaking ginormous, like the size of an apple.
Damn, that's like a coffee table book almost.
Yeah, it's huge. And look at that cool chick on there, right? And it says, do comics create child criminals? What Parents Don't Know About Comic Books by Frederick Wertham, which was the doctor that started the code. So, and then of course, and this is framed, but I can read it whenever I want. This is actually my second copy of this book. It's my upgraded copy. I had found another copy. It wasn't in as good a condition. So I sold it to another like-minded collector, if you will, and then bought this one. And this one was a near perfect copy. The guy shipped it in a manila envelope.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
A book from 1953, this big. It's like the size of the treasury. And
What, dude, did you call me? Like, are you a fucking idiot?
I
Or
was
what?
fucking hot, man. And this guy was not a comic, he was a paper dealer. So you come across these like antique paper dealers, people who deal in newspapers, Time Life magazines, and shit like that. And the real bad thing is that these guys are famous for like cutting out advertisements, like hacking up a book because they think a Lucky Strike advertisement's worth more than this whole book, right?
Right.
So they'll like cut out, and this thing's full of great ads. They're like selling like absinthe to mothers who have headaches and shit like that.
Right.
It's fucking awesome. They want you to teach your 3-year-old daughter how to sew, so it's baby's first sewing kits, shit like that. Fucking
So
knives.
there's nothing missing from that then? Like,
No, it's totally complete.
okay.
But he shipped it, and it had this big dent up here in the corner, and there wasn't anything I could do. I mean, the book's so thick, I couldn't press it. It was just too big. But I was fucking pissed, and it was all from the shipping. And in fact, the package had a big dent in it, and the bag.
Is money back or not?
Full refund.
Oh fuck! Are you serious?
Full refund, and the downgraded copy that I had, I sold for double the money I paid for it. So I ended up getting this book for free and, 50% of the value in my pocket too. So you just got to keep working for shit you want.
I
You know,
looked up
never
that
stop.
copy right now, and there's one selling for $151.
For which one? For this
The
one?
one you have in your hand, yeah.
You're kidding. That's a good deal.
Really?
I wonder if that's my other copy. Like if
It's
that's
from-
the one that I sold.
It's from Rochester, New York.
This one is from Florence, New York. No, Falconer, New York. Falconer, New York. Because they have the little shipping labels they throw on there.
Oh.
Does that one have a shipping label on the front?
Shipping label. No.
At the bottom, right?
It'd be like in the bottom right hand corner. It's like just a piece of paper. Looks like tape.
No.
So that's not my other copy because the other copy was real obtrusive, like it blocked more of it, and so that was another reason it was downgraded. So 150 is not bad. That's a good price for that. I paid the first copy I got. I paid 150 for. The second, this copy I paid 100 for, but then I got my $100 back, and I sold the other one for like 225. So
Hey, Bubs, you're right. It's a paper dealer type guy because his profile name is Paper Goy.
yeah, and a lot those guys will sell comics too, but they have no idea how to list them. Like it'll say Vintage Magazine or it'll say Vintage Kids Magazine because magazine's the only thing they know. So sometimes you can get some good, like they don't know what a pulp is. So sometimes you can get some 1940s books from them, and it'll just be Vintage Kids book or Vintage.
Yeah, he has Wonder Woman books in here.
Yeah. You know, those paper dealers, when you get into their world, there's good things and there's bad things. The good thing is they have a lot of shit that you've never seen before or is really old. The bad things is sometimes there'll be shit missing from them. They won't tell you. They have no idea what to call the condition of it, and they're going to ship it like it's just a piece of paper and they don't care. Like you don't care about condition either. No bags, no boards. It's coming in a shitty envelope, rolled up with a fucking, rubber band around it and shit. I mean, that happens. So I bought some of my Planet Comics run from late 40s, early 50s comic books. I bought from some paper dealers, and they always come in fucked up, man, every time.
This guy has a 9.8 Felix the Cat big book for $76.
Isn't Felix the Cat like the guy that did the porn?
Felix the Cat is on top of.
No, was that Fritz the Cat? Was that Fritz? I think it was Fritz.
I recognize Felix the Cat from the car dealership in Los Angeles.
No, I had a buddy that owned a video store. Craig, are you awake? Oh, there you are, Craig.
He's showing his Planet Comics, Volume 3, number 1.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, Dave Stevens cover.
Thanks for letting us see it for a fucking point half second.
I'll show it to you for longer if you want, but I've got that one, of course. It's a good book. I love it. Anyway, look at me holding this like it's my pride and joy. This I hunted, because you're saying there's one on eBay right now. Well, as you can imagine, most of the time there's none. I hunted yard sales for these. Like every time I went to a flea market, I would dig through the old newspapers and magazines, hoping. And this is like from November 53. Sometimes I'd find December 53. I'm like, oh fuck, yeah. 1 month away,
Missed it by that much.
Exactly. Missed it by that much.
You want to see the covers longer? Hit me up on my PayPal at Scumbags R Us.
Scumbags R Us.
You got it, Craig. You got it, buddy.
Absolutely. All day. Weapon X is still eating his fake burger. Hope he's okay.
I'm okay.
Fuck. You didn't even show us your meal, dude.
Yeah, he didn't even show us.
Dude, he's been hungry for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and eat a fucking string cheese in about a second.
Do you have the logo of that restaurant so you can show these guys?
He showed it. Oh, nice. Looks like Wonder Woman.
It does. They actually somebody made a Wonder Woman costume out of it.
Oh, cool.
I think it was on their Twitter or something. It was kind of cool looking. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then people still, if you order in the restaurant, they give you like a number, like a plastic number that you take to your table. Yeah. People steal those numbers. So like stores are missing numbers because people are wild about them. They take all the numbers and try and collect them. It's weird. Like people, it's 100% real beef.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it says it on the cup. I couldn't see it that close. All
right. It says since 1930.
Nice.
So
it's almost as old as the books I'm showing.
Yeah.
Hot beef injection, it says.
Hot beef.
Cup says. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
You get the discounts, isn't it, Weapon X? It's like, fuck your 35%. Just slip them some hot beef, man. 40% all day.
Yeah.
All day. Oh,
So
damn.
yeah, no, I scarfed it down. Yeah, the person dropped it
Oh,
off.
you're killing me, Craig. I want that book. I need
Shipping
that book.
it
What is
2022.
that? What is that book?
That's one of the J. Scott Campbell connecting
Oh,
covers.
okay. Yeah, that's one of those combining ones, right?
Yeah, Tale of the Dino. It's nice. Look, that's all you get. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Craig's like,
Shortest quarter in the peep show ever. It's just like
he's like back in the day when HBO would unscramble for a second, you'd see a titty, and then it would back scramble again.
I know.
When I was a
You
kid,
wanted to
when
make
I was a
sure
kid,
you wanted to make sure it was a girl before you started activating.
Did you say you wanted to see titties?
Uh-oh.
Look
Uh-oh.
out.
See how long it stays on here.
Don't get us kicked off.
Oh, we've gotten kicked off before.
No,
That's
I
how we
meant
got-
just
yeah,
my logo with no book. The anticipation for titties. See how long I'm on
Oh,
here.
he'll be on there for a good while.
I don't
he
have it in my
left.
Navy.
He's
I remember the
down.
show.
Oh, he's back.
Movie. It sucked. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta get up
All right.
early tomorrow.
yeah, I'm
And get
gonna roll out pretty soon too, man.
All right, guys, be good. Always a
All right,
pleasure.
Bubs. Thanks for
Thanks,
stopping
Bob.
by. Appreciate the history
guys.
lesson.
Sorry about that. I know.
That
It's
was
late.
kind of cool. Well,
That was
I was gonna
interesting.
say, like, you notice now, like, comics don't have it. Remember, there was a big thing. All the comics
Yeah.
had to have that logo. Now they don't have it anymore. They just stopped using it. They're like, F you. We're not using it no more.
You know, and that's why I look at people like to put ages on everything: Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Copper Age, Modern Age. Now they're trying to call it the Movie Age and all this other crap. And to me, there's pre-code, code, and post-code. Those are the only three ages that I care about. So everything up until 54 is pre-code, and you got from
Perry?
54 to whatever 2014
Something.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then everything after that is postcode, and that's all I care. And I don't collect much postcode, but I do read it. So
Yeah.
all right, guys, be good.
All right,
Have a
peace.
good night.
Bob.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Later.
What's up, Perry? How'd your game go? You guys done playing or still downloading the update?
Who the hell was that guy?
Does he have a show?
Does he have a
Oh
channel?
no, he's fucking
He
preaching.
carried
like a
this one, didn't
preacher.
he?
The guy was preaching. Holy hell! I almost
Yeah.
fucking killed myself over
Yeah,
here.
dude.
Fuck.
I came back. I came back from the dead like a comic book.
I almost went and got my 45 and just stuck it in my mouth. Just
No,
kidding,
hey.
Bob. We love you, Bob.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
grab the 22 from your left ankle. That way you could suffer a little bit. Okay?
You know, as Pennsylvania hillbillies, we sleep with guns.
Yeah, my brother's gunny. He sleeps with the gun in the back of his head.
Yeah, that would scare me because
Me too.
because dude, I wake up sometimes. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I like jump up out of nowhere, like just jump up in the middle of the night, like out of nowhere. I do that shit a lot, and I'm like, then I go back to bed. So obviously, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I wouldn't want to have a loaded gun right by my head.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Was
What?
that faithless?
What?
Was that
Oh
faithless?
man,
I don't know what
It has
one
to
that
be.
one was.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it has
what
to
that
be-
was.
It has to be faithless.
Faithless too.
Yeah, faithless. Yeah.
No, so I don't. I do the stereotypical dresser to the right of the bed, or the left of the bed, or I don't know
My
how many
wife's-
I do.
My wife's got her duty gun in the bedroom. Mine are in the safe, but
Yeah,
her duty gun's in the bedroom. So if someone breaks in,
Yeah,
She's probably
go,
better-
honey, go, honey,
Yeah.
go.
she's probably a
go
better
find
shot
out.
than I am anyway. So what the fuck do I care?
Hey, like I said, Chad, I support the right for you to win behind, hide behind your wife.
Hey, you know what pisses me off? I used to go to the range like 3 times a week, and then her and I went like it was probably right before quarantine, and she shot just as good as I did, but I go all the time, and she fucking doesn't. Do you know what I mean? That's what
Mhm.
annoys me because she's just as good a shot as I am, and she doesn't even. I think I overthink shit. She doesn't. She just points and shoots.
That is her breathing, man, or something. How's your breathing? When you shoot?
I don't know.
Is it good?
I never even think about that shit.
What?
Yeah.
You think he's a sniper?
on.
Yeah, not a fucking.
Pull it, point it, and pull the
over
trigger.
here or what?
Pull point.
I just know you have to have a steady hand. Oh, I can't point at the camera. You have to have a steady hand. Steady
I actually
hand.
can shoot a pistol. Is pretty good though.
I think I'm better with the rifle.
Well, I think a lot of people are, but
Everybody.
yeah. How are you with a pistol, Craig? Are you pretty good?
Yeah, in that 6 to 9 foot range, I'm awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
You're shooting them out past 9 foot and try to get away.
I see some of these fucking guys at the range, man. They're walking up. They're like right up on the fucking target, and they're like fucking pulling their gun. I'm like, holy fuck, dude! You're gonna kill anybody if you're that close. Like, you got to give yourself a little distance at least.
And how often is that going to happen? In all reality,
you're like right on top of somebody like that. Like, what the fuck, man? You're like, give yourself
That's
a
where
little
most
room.
attacks occur.
I guess, but I don't know, man.
Is that why in the movies they always miss when they're right next to each other? Hey, oh.
I know one thing now. From 20 yards to 30 yards, my fucking shooting skills really diminish. That extra 10 yards really fucks me up, man. It does. With a pistol, not with a rifle, but with a pistol.
60
Hell, I
feet
think I just
pistol?
have fun. What's that?
60 feet with a pistol.
Yeah.
60 feet with a pistol.
Now,
20 yards. That's 60 feet. Holy crap.
That's 10 chads.
10 chads.
Now, I just like to take my 22 and shoot. Hell, I can fucking shoot the middle out of a fucking target with my 22. I have that fucker on so good, and it's cheap to shoot. I can sit there from
it's cheap to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, from like 50 to 100 yards, just pepper that middle of that target like you wouldn't even believe it. I'll shoot all the red out of it.
22s are fun.
I can
How
shoot
you
a
can't
dime
find
from 200 yards.
Hey, you can with the 22?
No, my 308.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, 308s are fun, man. But the odd sixes, I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? And I'm laying on the ground. Dude.
The neighbors say, "What are you shooting? A cannon over there?"
What are you shooting?
Oh, you have
I'm sitting
property.
there-
Do you have land, Craig, that you can shoot in your yard?
Yeah, I go to my brother's house. He's got some land right on the city limits. There's a whole
Yeah, the
community
guy-
across the street. It's hilarious. They call the cops on us. Sheriff
Well, the
shows
one guy I
up, walks
work
up
with-
on us, and we're going nuts with AKs and ARs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's a guy I work with, and I burn paper out at his house sometimes, and his fucking neighbor, if anything ever breaks out, I'm going to his fucking house. This guy sounds like he's shooting a fucking bazooka over there. I don't know what the hell he's shooting, but
It's a 308.
it probably is. I don't know. I'm just like, holy fuck! What is this guy shooting?
Unless he's shooting like a tannerite or something.
I left my 308 at my brother's because why am I going to need a 308 in the city? You know, I don't know.
Look at Perry. He says, when I shoot, I aim for her face. Try to avoid her eyes, but you know it happens.
308 in the city's good for shooting pigeons from rooftops.
I mean, you would think you would need that
There'd
now.
be no pigeon left.
They look great when they explode.
Yeah, right. Hey, what about Alka-Seltzer? Does it do the same thing?
No, that's a myth.
I know. I've heard that.
Oh, is that a myth? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Not if you drop it in a can of Coke.
Ooh.
I watched a guy fill a whole fucking car they didn't care about with tannerite, and they shot that thing and blew that fucking thing to pieces in a fucking shale pit. Yeah, welcome to Pennsylvania. There's a shale pit where you bring an old car there and fill it up with tannerite, and then just shoot it and blast it to pieces. Yeah,
Gotta be careful. That's shrapnel.
Yeah.
oh, I know.
Yeah, one of my buddies, when he first showed me videos, this one on YouTube was on you. He recorded a video where they were doing that, and I don't know how many yards they were down, but they put some kind of bucket in a pole with the tannerite, and they shot it, and they're all happy, woohoo! And then it was like the movie. You see the pipe that's like right in front of them. Boom. They're like, holy shit!
Did you ever see that one where the guy shot? Did you ever see the one where they shot the refrigerator and the fucking refrigerator door flew up? Did you ever see that video?
No.
Oh my god! Let me see if I can find that fucker.
Post it. We'll play it.
Oh my god! It's like the greatest thing ever.
Patrick, my friend and I took his grandfather's FM rifle and shot some zombie-style targets at 15 feet. What are you doing?
Oh, I found it already. Hold on. Should I just send it to the chat or what?
Yeah, I'll pick it up on the other channel.
All right. Yeah, I sent it to the chat. It's only like 30 seconds. Yeah, this was probably one of the best tannerite videos I ever saw. I was like, holy shit. Because he's back pretty far. When you watch the video, the fucking guy is like he's not on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, share screen.
You guys tell me if you think this shit's real. Maybe it's doctored. I don't know. It looks real to me.
When fridges attack.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Dude, that thing was like moving. It looks legit. I don't know. The time I saw that guy shoot that car, it just blew up. It didn't like throw shit everywhere. I don't know.
That's all he's got. Doesn't have any more blowing stuff up here.
Yeah. Guys,
He called when a tree saved my life.
No, man.
Yeah, you're right. That fucking tree definitely saved his life.
Jeez. It's funny.
What do you guys? You have to work today. You said weapon. What time?
At noon. Well, I just have to run some automated scripts, and then
From home, or do you have to go in?
No, I just have to watch them for 2 hours, make sure they don't get hung up, and then clear everything out, and then it's done for the day. But there's always people that
sit there and just stare at the screen for 2 hours.
Well, I have it hooked up, so since I'm working from home, I have the TV here in front of me, and it's like I just hook up the external monitor or the DVI, so I have it up here or whatever, so I can watch like Netflix on the laptop here while it's running on there, or vice versa. I have it here while I watch Netflix up there.
Well, I have a Zoom meeting on Monday, and I'll put the computer right here, and then I'll watch the TV that's right there behind it. So the whole time it looks like we're looking at it, but I'll just mute the TV and watch like highlights from football or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was watching right now. I was watching the ESPN highlights because they were showing U of H playing earlier. That's what I was watching when we were on Z's. I was watching the U of H game.
Hey, good stuff, Patrick. Thanks for hanging out, man.
All right, Patrick. Appreciate it.
Dude, I've been up for like 20 hours, man. These eyes look like I just got punched in the face.
I think we're all fucking bowing out, fucking August. So don't feel bad, man.
Yeah.
all hitting us.
Yeah, because I got to get up.
Hey, you know what? 55 pounds of low grade copper wire gets you where I'm at. $27. It's like
That's
50
it?
cents a pound.
Wow.
Yeah, because I grabbed the bag and I put it in my trunk and in my car, and the car went down. I was like, all right, cool. I got 50 pounds.
What's up, Dad? What's up, Perry?
What's
No,
up,
I haven't
Dad?
seen Creep. I don't know. Have any of you guys watched Creep?
No. Hey Perry, they made a La Llorona low budget film not too long ago. You should watch that. You've heard that one, Chad? La Llorona? No?
He probably hasn't.
Chad, you mute yourself or what?
No, why? You can't hear me?
Well, I asked you a question. You're like,
I said no. I'm
oh,
sorry.
okay.
I
Yeah,
thought you
so
heard me.
it translates to the woman who cries.
Oh shit, no.
They made a movie, but not like last year or something.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago, and it was
Yeah,
low
it was
budget.
recent.
You could tell, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh fuck! I think I'm rolling out, boys, because I got some guy coming to my house tomorrow to give me a price on trees in the morning.
Are you gonna cough on him?
I don't have corona. We're cleared. The Fisher family is cleared.
Oh, see? Oh, okay.
I told you that the other day. You didn't know
Oh,
that?
that's right. You had tiger blood. That's what it was.
I've been
Yeah,
corona
right.
positive for 40 years.
She got her results back. Fisher family is clear.
You should do that tomorrow. You should, like Craig said, you should go get some Corona beer, and the people show up, say, "Hey, stay back, guys! I got Corona."
Yeah, I got
They'll be
corona.
like, what?
Yeah.
And you're out there with your beer district without your
No,
mask.
you know what? That guy that had it, no one else. They tested 7 people. No one had it. So.
Yeah,
yes,
but
it
Perry,
is.
he's gonna have him ask. Are you by law? You have to say if you're a cop or not.
That's a myth.
Oh no, Perry, they're gonna trim my trees. Yeah. Dude, they fucking rip you off in Pennsylvania because they know they can. Oh my
With
god.
trees.
They try to fuck you with trees. Yeah, they're like, oh, I'll do that for $3,000. Oh, I'm sure you would, asshole. Fucking move on. Yeah.
Hey, the genie lift doesn't pay itself. Okay.
Dude, that last guy's like, he's like, that's a $3,500 tree. I go, yeah, sorry. Fucking see ya, bro.
Now, where's that video at that they did from here?
Hey, look, all you gotta do is borrow Jiggs's boy. His name's Jesus.
Yeah. You think Jesus would drive up from North Carolina to Pennsylvania for $3,000?
Hey, there's a Jesus at your Home Depot right now.
No, there's only white people at my fucking Home Depot. Sorry.
Well, then get yourself a Cletus. Tell Cletus you give him
Dude, but no,
$100.
my wife's cousin, he lives in Arizona. He's like, oh my God, if you want a project done, you just go to Home Depot and there's like a bunch of Mexican guys out there will do whatever you want. I'm like, he's like, you have that? I'm like, no, it's just fucking white people walking around Lowe's where I live.
No, man. Crazy story. There's a Home Depot in Seattle, and Boeing was doing the layoffs and stuff. So we had a Boeing, bumped into a Boeing engineer who was making more money doing that than working for Boeing. Because he's like, yeah, people don't know how to do stuff around here. I do manual labor. I just do demo. I'm like, what? Yeah, people pay me $100 an hour to do demo work. I was like,
Hey,
what?
you guys would be proud of me. My wife's, her fucking headlight burned out in her Traverse. And listen to this. Here's the queerest thing you've ever heard in your life.
All right.
To change it, most fucking cars, when the headlight goes out, you can pop the hood and it's right there underneath the hood.
Right.
Not a Chevy Traverse. You have to take out the wheel well and then fucking go into the wheel well.
Oh, that's not like mine. Mine, you gotta take the whole headlight out.
Really?
On my Genesis. Yeah, because I had to change mine. So I'll do it myself. Because I think I called the shop. They're like, oh, it'll be $300 to do it. I was like, screw that. So I read online. Like, man, you gotta take all the stuff out and pull the whole light out and then take it out. I was like, man.
Yeah, $150 to do that at a fucking Chevy garage.
Yeah.
And now I have big hands though, so to put my hands up in that fucking
the spaces are not
reach your hand in there and do it all. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
No, I have a small hand, and some of those, you're like squeezing. You're doing this with your hand. You're doing like.
But I'm like, they did that just to fuck people, over. Like you need to pay a garage to change a fucking headlight. But I watched
got it.
YouTube videos, and
This is the-
I found a guy that showed you how to do it.
So the one where the guy cut the tree down the wrong way.
Oh no way! Oh.
Fuck.
Was he yelling at himself?
Yeah.
And he had a dude.
He had to do
pulling
with
the
the rope,
rope.
trying to pull it the other way too, and it didn't go.
Yeah, good luck.
That thing's
You
way
should have hooked it up to
tall.
a
Yeah,
truck. I
way
would have
too
seen
big
that
of a
truck
tree to
go up.
pull the
Yeah.
other way.
That's what I was thinking. Hook it up to a truck.
Watch the truck got catapulted up or something. That would have been funny. That dude
Yeah.
would have
My buddy-
been catapulted if he didn't let
My
go.
buddy dropped a big tree at my house like that, but he hooked up to the backhoe. You know what I mean? And was pulling it from the backhoe.
Yeah.
That guy ain't a professional. I never heard
No.
timber.
You didn't hear timber.
So thought that was kind of funny. That happened here in town, like
No way, dude.
like a couple of months ago. I think after that hurricane came through or whatever. He's trying to clean up his stuff. It's like maybe that. But yeah, I was thinking that last year I thought it was kind of cool. I'd never seen it, but the city came or the power people came. Because I think I told you behind me, there's nobody. There's like a little creek. So there's trees on both sides of the creek. And I was wondering, like, man, how do they cut the trees? Because like, who's responsible for cutting the trees? Well, I guess the city or the power, whoever comes, they had a little truck that has like an extending, like saw blade cutter, and the truck was parked in the street, but it had this long arm that came all the way down and was just going up and down, like trimming the trees all the way down to the back to the truck. I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's so smart. Like I would never thought that they would have had that. That's somebody come out by hand and try and cut those trees with a chainsaw. They just had them like a truck machine come by and do it real quick. And okay, we're done. Man,
at my old community college, man, I'm like this 18-year-old kid on a genie lift, dude. It was cool. You go slow. You go like 3, maybe 5 miles an hour around campus. Those things are cool. You could rearrange them like every which way to get the bucket in the areas and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah. Shutting it down, Chad.
Yeah, I'm done. I got it. Like I said, I got to get up for that guy tomorrow.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
See you, boys.
Peace. See ya.
All right. See you guys.
Chad doesn't suck.
That doesn't suck. He doesn't suck. He nibbles.
Who was that guy again?
Who was that guy?
Yeah.
That guy didn't suck.
Oh man. Oh, so I was reading that thing for Comic Tom. So you have until November 15th to order your box.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get that little. That's a cool variant, though. That is a really cool cover.
Yeah, the Rafa Grassetti.
Well, I was just saying about getting it because that Green Ranger lives here in North Houston. He lives here, so I know he's in the area, and like he's always like signing stuff. If you can track him down wherever he's at, you can take it to.
I don't know if I shared this story with you guys or not, but my youngest brother wrote him a letter.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote all of them a letter. And the Green Ranger was the only one that got back to him. Jason, what's his name?
It's 3 names. I forgot. Jason something.
Yeah.
Jason
David Frank.
Scott Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wrote him back. Actually, it took him a while, but he wrote him back. And I think he met him. He went over to WonderCon or whatever it was in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom went up to him like, "Hey, thank you for writing back. It means a lot. This and that." And I guess that guy was down to earth, like, hey, sorry, it must have taken me a while, but I try. If you guys take your time and write a letter, I'll try to, respond. And he was cool. I was like, all right, I can see
Yeah.
why my brother likes him. Like, he wrote one to all of them. He was the only one that responded. But my thing is, I don't even know how he got his address. I have no idea. My brother did this a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sure they
that's
have
cool.
like a fan club page or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Probably. Yeah. But yeah, when he was at the convention, it was cool because everybody charges for pictures and stuff. But I think on his thing, he wasn't really like keeping it like oh, because I think it was like $20 for a picture or something.
Mm.
But most people, they're assholes. Like, you only get one picture. He didn't care. Like, okay, he would just spend time talking to you. If you want to take like more than one, he was cool with that. Like, okay, cool. Like, it wasn't like, okay, you're done your picture next. It was like, okay. So he had like the longest line, but a lot of it just because people were just talking to him. Like he talked to you for a while,
Yeah.
and then you could go. He didn't like, okay, thanks, I'll goodbye. Next, okay, thanks, next. He would sit there and talk to you. And so that's a cool guy.
Yeah, no, sometimes, they're really picky about their pictures. I don't know. I met David Yost,
Mm-hmm.
the Blue Ranger. I met him 2 years ago at Emerald City, and yeah, he was nice. We were just chatting about the show a little bit and how, hey man, I was a fan, but I don't remember. I was 9. Like, I don't want to say that to him. Hey, dude, you're a little older than me. No, but he was nice. The only thing I talked about was like I took a picture of the morpher, the helmet, and I was like, and he was charging. Oh my goodness, he was charging $50 a picture, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, I wanted to support the cause, man, but $50, bro, it's not even a print. It's with my cell phone. $50 for me to use
Yeah.
So I bought a T-shirt. I was like, hey man, I'll support the cause. I'll buy a T-shirt. But no, he was nice. It was cool, and yeah. And I've even went on a couple of his Instagram live feeds and stuff. He has like 300 people in him sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and he's actually responded to a couple of my comments and stuff. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, we used to. Well, when we were doing them, it was funny because the one guy we always like, I guess, hang out with when he comes is Ming Chain from the comic book guys or whatever.
Yeah, comic book men.
Yeah, the comic book man. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Ming. So he always
Ming
comes down
Chen,
here because he has that. He opened up it's a weird venue. It's like a coffee and gaming shop with Hunter Pence, who used to be one of the Astros players. So that
Okay.
somehow they got together and they
Yeah,
bought
100%,
this.
yep.
Yeah, they bought this shop and they made it turn into a coffee / gaming. So he's always down here, I guess, checking on it. But every time he comes to convention, like I guess he recognizes me because I always talk like a lot of smack to him. So he comes and he just hangs out with us. And it's like we'll be like up on the other rooms, just like walking around. He'll come by, hey guys, what are y'all doing? It's like just checking rooms, just walking around, causing trouble. It's okay. And it's funny because he had some karaoke night he did for like one of the days, and the convention was charging to get in. They were charging like $20 to get in, to get into the little thing with Ming Chen. And I was like, okay. And so we go, and since we're like on the staff, they just like let us in. Like, okay, y'all can get in. And we're just like, wait, so like we're the only staff, like no one's caught on to the idea that staff gets in for free. Like, is it like
Nice.
But it was just funny because like it was all these people
Hey, I'll
paying.
borrow a
And then,
T-shirt and just put staff.
yeah. Well, no, we have like different credential badges for staff.
Okay.
It's not like regular like a shirt. It has like a different badge, so they can tell. Okay, like the security people know who the staff people are based on the badge.
Yeah.
So they okay, you're staff, you can get in. But I thought it was just funny. Considering when he saw us, he's like, "Hey guys, are y'all gonna sing?" And we're like, "No, we're not gonna sing." But then our director, who was with us, he had already been drinking. He's like, "Yeah, I'll go up there and sing with you." And so I was like, I think his son recorded the video, and they were gonna put it on YouTube or something. But I just thought it was always kind of funny to me. It's like, oh, here's somebody who's just like you said, he's just down to earth. He's not like all caught up in the fame, like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, he was at SummerCon last year here in the town is called Puyallup. It's a south, I guess it's kind of like southeast a little bit of Seattle. And I'm walking around with Gabby, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like,
Talking to me.
yeah, you talking about me? And I'm like, hey man, I should have like taken a picture with him because I would have been like taller than him.
Yeah. Well, you know who's who I didn't think was short
You talking to me?
was Danny Trejo.
Is he short?
He is short, dude.
No
Like
way, dude.
I don't know
No
how
way.
they do it on the cameras. He looks
Dude,
tall.
Machete is
Dude,
big, bro. He's
I don't
big.
have the picture out here, but yeah, he's like to my shoulder, dude.
Everybody in Hollywood's
And it's
short.
like, what the? I was like, no way. Like this guy is like
They're all
tiny.
short.
I heard like was it Tom Cruise is only like my height. He's like 5'5", 5'6", or whatever.
Yeah.
But they probably
Everybody's
wear
short.
them.
Is that so they can fit on screen, Craig, or what?
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
Well, we should ask Kevin. Kevin's was here, but we could have asked him.
Yeah. I should have told Kevin, dude. I lived in Linwood, California for a little bit.
Did we visit the CBS? I don't think I visited the CBS studio. I'm trying to remember.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
And don't let the bed bugs bite.
That is correct.
Later.
Sick. All right, Craig.
Shit, I'm out.
And he's out. Who was that guy?
I don't know who that guy was.
Was he even
So-
here?
I don't think so. We can't say anything because we'll have the Department of Truth people on us, and then
Oh no, yeah, that's their guy right there.
that was the guy.
You know, I remember when I was in school, there's certain areas of the world where humans cannot go because they test carbon dating. And they don't want people to pollute certain areas because of carbon dating. But I'm not going to tell that guy that. No way. Come after me. He knows where I live. He knows where I live, dude. Hey, we can edit this part out, right?
Yeah, we can cut this out.
we can edit.
We can edit this part out. We'll skip ahead.
Like,
Skip ahead 5 seconds.
Hey, Neil deGrasse Tyson, guys, good guy.
Yeah,
He's a scientist. Good scientist.
supposedly.
Supposedly. Yeah, he calls himself an astrophysicist. I call him a scientist.
Scientitionist.
Scientitionist. Yeah, that's right. They have those.
That's what they should have made Craig's logo, is a Department of Truth little logo. Little
Put a
eyes
word out.
X'd out.
Yeah, with the yeah, dude.
That should be.
You
his
notice
new-
he only shows one eye. He never shows both.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I'm surprised because he talks about retina scans too.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh. Yeah, Craig told me that people are wearing masks, so the retina scans could focus on the eyes better when you go to the grocery stores and other places.
I think that is correct. You know what came up on the other day and I activated it, and I didn't even know I activated it? The iris scan on my phone, because I was doing something and it said like, hey, do you want to save your password? Like, yeah, sure. And I hit it. And next thing you know, it's like, hey, please register your iris. I'm like, what? I turn my head like, what is it? Okay, iris is registered. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And so now when I use my phone, it wants to scan my eyes. I mean, it's kind of cool because it recognizes it, but at the same time, it's like, that's weird because I didn't see anything about, hey, like, this is now activated on your phone. This is now gonna. It just hit something. Hey, do you want to save your password? I hit yeah, and then it's like, okay, register your iris.
Yeah.
And I turn like, what? And it's like, iris is registered. Like,
I don't have my fingerprint saved on the phone.
I don't either.
I don't.
But see, on my phone, it's on the back. Like the fingerprint reader is underneath the camera, so it's kind of hard to do your fingerprint anyway.
Yeah.
So
I don't do it, and I even like in my old case, I would just cover the little button. I would cover the button here. Like I didn't care. Like the newest case had the window, but the old case had it covered. I was like, fine, I'll take the old case. I don't care. But no, I've heard like good and bad things. Like, hey man, you don't want somebody as posing as you. But man, if you go anywhere, they got you.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, give me an old vehicle that does not have a computer in it. That's what I want. Carburetor. I don't know.
And I'm looking at key collects real quick. So, oh.
When you go to your shops, do you see guys that use the app, or you're one of the few, or
I think I'm well. So I think there's one other guy there, but I think he's like I don't want to say I don't know. I don't want to make him sound bad, but I don't. He's kind of not. I don't know. I want to use the word slow, but he has the app, but he tries to make it sound like he's found all this info by himself. Because I was in there one day just browsing stuff, and he was talking to the little clerk that was working there, and this was like a few weeks ago. He's like, and mind you, I'd already got all my key collect like alerts in the morning when they come through, and I'd read them all. And so this guy was all like, "Hey, did you hear this? Like, I read online that this is happening and whatever." And the clerk's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know, this and this." It was that day that they announced that Jamie Foxx was coming back to play Electro. And so,
okay.
And so he was telling the guy, "Yeah, you know, did you hear that Jamie Foxx is coming? Like they signed him to play, you know, Electro again in Spider-Man 3." And the clerk's like, "No, I didn't hear this." "Oh yeah, I read it, you know, in the thing on the news, you know, earlier today, blah blah blah." I'm like, that just came out on Key Collect like 2 hours ago. Like that got, you know, pushed. Like you don't just read about that, you know, haphazardly. You know, he's like, "Oh
No,
yeah."
you have to like follow like whoever they're a Jamie Foxx fan blogger or
Yeah.
a Spider Verse blogger person fan page or something.
Yeah. And then he
I'm
has
saying
some
like
other
I'm not gonna
stuff.
go. I'm not gonna go research. I'm not gonna go look for McFarlane on his thing. I have enough of him on Instagram. I'm good. Hey guys, this is cool. This is what I'm working on today. Hey, you want to see some webs? All right, let's see some webs.
Yeah. And
I'm good
so
with that. I'm not gonna do all that.
So yeah, there was other stuff he was bringing up, but he never once reached for his phone. Mind you, I was with the phone like in front of me, just like going through. Okay, what's
Yeah.
over here? What's over here? So because I was checking on some of those totally awesome Hulks, I was going through to make sure.
Speaking of which, I sent a message to Nick
Oh, you
on
did?
Superman. Yeah, and let me see. Let me look for his name. See if I got an inbox from him. But
It probably will be a couple of weeks too. He'll probably like want to research it. Is this
yeah,
guy talking smack or?
no response. But I did. When did I send this out? Saturday, October 10th. So a week ago.
So it's been a week.
Yeah, and what did I say? Takes place in the year 2020. I'm not sure if this constitutes as a super key, but maybe highly coincidental. Please let me know your thoughts, and hopefully I'm on the right track. Best regards, Agu. That was it.
That works.
Yeah. Um, Other than that, I was like, all right, cool, whatever. That's what we need, man. We need Superman to get rid of the Rona.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard some stuff like on the radio where it's like they don't know. But man, when the news first, man, people don't wash their hands, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're in line to buy soap. I'm like, dude, you don't have soap to begin with? I'm like, what the fuck? No. This thing
No,
called the
so
plague from the 1500s in England, it didn't
right.
didn't register. Oh man.
Shit, did I not know that?
All right, they're not watching. So there's that. I was dropping the wrong link for the person I was shouting out in Z's stream.
Oh.
It was the same name, but the logo was the same. It was purple, but the inside of it was different. I was like, wait a minute. So I went through back to the stream and I started deleting.
Oh. Funny.
But I looked at the subscriber. They don't need help. They're already above 500. They're they're good. So the one I looked up only had like 12 people, and I think I got them up to 18. So, whoops.
Oh wow.
Oh well, my
And
bad.
did you see there's a oh well, I don't know, Chad already left. There's gonna be a best of Donatello book coming out, a purple
Yeah.
cover. And then I pre-ordered there's a Toys of He-Man and Masters of the Universe hardcover
Yeah.
coming out as well. Then I think that's it. I was trying to see what else I had on order here.
I gotta look up, but when we pre-order on Walmart, they charge you right there and then, right?
Yeah, for those toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I just stuck with the original too because I didn't want to have like a balance on my card.
Yeah, I just had those. I ordered those additional 2 from
Yeah,
Target,
for
but I can
backup.
always
That's
cancel
cool.
those because those are on
Yeah.
my Target card. So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about those. Like if something comes up, I can just drop them.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I did order Star Wars 6, right? Like I have it, except for I ordered it from Midtown instead of my other place. So
Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I had those. Yeah, a lot of books I picked up from Midtown that shipped, they're at on the rack
Yeah.
when I went the other day. Like I got your seat cover, but I didn't know you wanted one.
I did, but no. Oh, I that's why I said I was good.
Because I was out of if I had known I would have pre-ordered some extras, but I just got
Yeah.
one. I
No,
just
I
got
got
one of the
lucky.
Captain Marvels each. I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah, I've gone. I think I read on that series. I think I read the first 6 issues,
Hmm.
and it's up to what 22 or what is it?
Yeah, it's 22.
Yeah, and I mean it's cool they introduced Star, and I was kind of trying to bank on Star a little bit,
Yeah.
um, but actually speaking of Midtown, they're the ones that left a bad taste on my mouth. They for some reason I don't know. I would say I messed up on the address that it was shipping to.
Hmm.
But the thing is, they've already shipped books to me before. They should have my address on file. And so I only got the notification that my order was refunded.
Hmm.
And I was like, dude, you guys have my phone number too. You could have like reached out, hey, did you want these books or not? But since it was like the books I ordered it was like, oh, let me spec.
Right.
So I ordered like three copies of A and B or whatever. And the other one, the third print where she's on the cover, where Star's on the cover,
Hmm.
and they weren't going for much. And what a coincidence! Oh, we already returned them, and we don't have those books available anymore.
Hmm.
Oh, they're not available on your website either. Oh, gee, I wonder why. It's the first appearance.
Right.
So it took a while. So I stopped ordering from them. They even sent me like a couple emails. Hey, take an additional 15% off your next order. I'm like, no. And
Yeah.
it was like a year and a half or whatever it was. And I finally ordered something because Far Sector was on sale for like $1.50 or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But
they're like my third one. It just there's some covers that they have that other places don't have that I can get like for pre-order. Because that one site I go to, Things from Another World, they don't have a lot of variants. Like, well, they do have the variants, but they're hidden. If that makes sense. So like you can't search for them. Like you have to know the exact link, and somebody has to share that link with you. And so I found a site where people share the links. Like, hey, here's the link. Like every day they have the links for the new variants.
oh, that's cool.
And you click it to go order which ones you want. But at the same time, like they go pretty quick. I mean, it's not like they have like hundreds of them. It's like, hey, they maybe only have like 50 of them or something. So they go pretty quick. But yeah, sometimes I'll use them. And the My Comic Shop, I'll order from them. But yeah, Bub's right. They come pretty quick because I've ordered stuff like pre-order
I've never tried them. I've never tried them.
And they ship like on a Tuesday night because I'll get like a notification your shipment's out on its way, and they'll be here by like Friday,
Okay.
either Friday or either Thursday or Friday, because since they're right here in San Antonio, it doesn't
Oh,
take that long to get down. So,
yeah.
but
No, I've never ordered from them, and I think what it was is that when I got into ordering online and stuff, I found Midtown, I found Mile High, um, eBay,
mhm.
and something else, and I felt that I was receiving too many packages from different places. All right, let me stop. And that's just like because I was that guy too. It's like, oh, this is a good story. Let me go buy this image book. Let me buy that image book. Let me buy it. You know, it's like, dude, all these boxes and crap I don't want.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, cool. I reduced to one short box. And no, I did not reduce it because then I went and bought another one.
Yeah, the one that I've been looking at ordering from, but I haven't, is Stadium Comics.
Okay.
Let me
I'm really
share.
tempted to order overseas now too because of Dizzle.
Yeah, let me see. What was it?
But
Oh, there
they're
it goes. Share
variants and they
screen.
look cool. But
Um, yeah, because this site is kind of cool because
oh, here in Canada?
yeah, they're in Canada, but look what how they sell their books though, dude. Which I think is kind of smart. And this is they sell them in packs. So like for example, I'll just click this Outlaws one, right? So they'll have like you can get like a pack, right?
Yeah.
And it comes with like it'll tell you what it comes with. The following pack contains these two covers, Champions 2 and the Champions 1 and 25. So that's that pack, for example.
Mhm.
But then they have some like what was one of the ones that they had? Let's try this Justice League. Oh yeah, so you can pick the different covers that you want. So this one, if you just want the regular pack for $11, it comes with Justice League cover and the cardstock variant cover. But then you can get like this one, or whatever this cover. But there's some that like what was one I'd seen? It had like I guess like 6 different covers, but you could choose them all, and it had all the variants that you could get. So you didn't have to hunt them all down, which I thought was kind of cool. It was for that crossover one is where I saw it. Like this 3 cover pack for Wonder Woman for $12. You get Wonder Woman 1, Wonder Woman 1, the Jenny Fresen variant, and then the blank variant for like $12 or whatever. So basically, they collect them all for you. Like you don't have to sit there and individually choose
Oh wow.
each single. You have to go choose each single cover, whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of like that's kind of smart because a lot of times I'm having to go through and choose. Okay, I only want this one or this one, but then sometimes they don't have them. It's like, oh, it'd be cool if you could just order them all. But I'm trying to see if they have any other books that are like that, like 2 cover packs. Yeah.
Oh, and then okay, so I clicked on, for example, Batman 100, and they have a 5 pack for $60.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 100 was what, $8?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's not too terrible. $15 each or a 5 copy pack for $60.
Yeah, like so on this one, like they had the Spawn pre-order, that black and white. Remember we ordered,
Yeah.
but for $20, you would get all 4. So for $20, they give you cover A, B, C, and D.
Hmm.
So if you're trying to collect like a whole set just to keep, or if you're trying to like flip a whole set of that issue, they've already got it like packaged up for you basically for $20. Because at one place, wasn't it like $11 we are paying for the black and white?
Yes.
$11 or $12 just for the black and white. So yeah, but I haven't ordered from them yet because they're from Canada, and I'm not sure if they're going to charge more when it ships or.
Right.
Yeah, because look at this one. They have the Snake Eyes Dead Games #1 5-issue set pre-order, and then it comes with for $80, but it comes with all the covers, I guess.
Yeah.
The 181 homage variant,
Yep.
cover A by Rob Layfield, cover A or B, cover A. I guess it's all of them 1 through 5. So
Nice.
yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. All right, what's 2:30 here, bud? So I'm probably gonna wrap it
Yeah,
up.
man. I've been up for almost a day.
Yeah.
I'm not that cool. I was never that cool.
So yeah, I gotta get up except for work myself. So
Yeah.
we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah. All right, Craig. Thanks for hanging out. You're not in the chat either. You're not in the panel. That's cool.
Craig, Chad, whoever else is out there.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Who dat,
Appreciate it.
Perry?
Who dat, Perry? Perry's still there. But yeah, thanks guys. We're gonna shut it down for the night.